I found safety in the bunker since my last recording. 1. Another one has came to the village. 2. Going by the name Kid Buu. 3. Things don't seem like they're gonna settle down anytime soon. 4. People are dying, becoming tired. 5. We're starving, and we're almost out of water. It's time. How do we win this endless battle? You don't. Please, someone, help me. Tell me, how can I save the village? How can we win this fight? I need to know! Yo, what's good, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy AV the Legend, and today we are back for episode 3 of this series because y'all have been popping off with the likes and the views. So we're back again. And quick disclaimer, I know at the end of the last video I said the fire captain, which was supposed to be Yamamoto, and obtaining him, but Yamamoto has been a little tricky with me as of recently. Don't worry, I'm still going to do a video on Yamamoto, and you're still going to get Yamamoto, just not today. So I decided to switch him out for the other DTC Dream Team character, being that boy, the menace, the problem child, Buu. And guess what? We have already obtained him, and there he is in his full flesh. We still do have to evolve him. Do not get that twisted. So here's what we're going to do today. This is the agenda. We are going to take Buu, evolve him, showcase Buu, and use him. And before we do all that, I gotta touch on the new Sid buff that they just did, which is really, really good. They made his atomic an all-map bomb, and they increased his 50% attack all the way to 600%, which makes him really cracked out, almost on par with Vanguard Sunjuru. So W's in the chat there. So yeah, so I'm going to evolve Buu, and we shall be back. Okay, so we're back. I got all of his takedowns, and we got decent stats on him. Oh, he's also level 57 now. ZAS. That is alright. I will take that. I'm pretty sure I do have an S being on Urahime, wherever she's at. Urahime, S on SBA, stat transfer, boom, boom. Now we can evo him for the one and only, the problem child. Boo! Let's go. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's Buu! That's so clean. Oh my gosh. That's so clean. There we go. Nice. So, we are not only going to showcase Buu, we're also going to showcase Saber as well. And a little bit of Sid alongside with my friend right here, Never for Life. So yeah, we're about to go do that, and I will see you when I am in Sandbox. So I did forget to show his actual cosmetic, because I believe he has one. Ooh, let me actually lock him. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so he does have a cosmetic. And this is actually really fire. Maybe if I change my eyes, but this is really nice. Maybe not the pants. I am not quite feeling the pants. Maybe Dante's model. Yup, this is clean. I mess with this. I can rock with this. Alright, so we're actually gonna go head into Sandbox now, and we will see when we get there. Okay, so we are in Sandbox now, and the first thing I'm gonna do is add a couple of yen, place him down, because I'm pretty sure he's expensive. So, place down Buu, right? First thing you notice, that's nice AoE for being upon placement, and he's already gaining a boost, as you can see there, that 1.1 times, and he has this thing called candy stacks, but we're not going to get into that right now. Actually, let's turn on visual effects really quickly. There we go. And offer, he's doing a type of circle cone AoE, which looks pretty cool. We upgrade him all the way to his next ability. He's doing 6k before his next ability. 5.1 SBA with a 1.3k DPS. And then Evil Beam, he becomes line AoE. And now he shoots this type of actual beam right towards him. and he's doing 10k, 10k with a 4.1 SPA, doing about 2.3 DPS. That's actually really good. Then he transfers back to circle AoE, where he does this type of flip upside down. Am I seeing correctly? Yeah, he does a type of flip. Let's actually see that if we can in spectate, if it'll work. Okay, well, spectate's not working. So for maxed out, he's circle cone AoE, doing 31,000 every 6 seconds with a 5,000 DPS. That's really, really good. And to add on to that, he's still gaining candy stacks. And he has gained an ability, by the way. So, Transforming Terror. So let's read out his passive really quickly. Cleanses any status effects or debuffs applied to this unit. Local cooldown of 10 seconds. When this unit attacks an enemy, they turn into candy for 30 seconds. If this unit gets a kill on an enemy that is candy, they gain a candy stack. So I guess when he's attacking them, he's killing them too fast that we actually can't even see them turn into candy right now. So Transforming Terror gains 15% damage and 10% range on every transformation. I wonder how much he has. Selling this unit causes them to refund the summon cap, loses this passive, and then transforms, which I'm pretty sure he transforms into Kid Buu, which we will go over as well. And I think he has 7 transformations. And lastly, Innocence Lost. Attacks stun enemies, gains 2 candy stacks instead of 1 per candy enemy killed. So not only is he's a stun unit, he has transformations as well, which I'm pretty sure all have their own passive. So let's click that. His candy stats get reset to 0 because we need 50 candy stats or 50 summons to reset, which means he's also a summon unit. So he's a summon, stun, and transformation unit. Now we're now at Kid Buu doing 36,000 every 6 seconds with a 6,000 DPS. And I've heard something about if you build this passive that he has right here. Let me read it for you. Produce. For every enemy hit by this unit, attacks increase damage by 0.1 up to 30%. So that carries over for every single unit until you it will transfer over to Kid Buu as well. So if I build this 30 up, transform it again, build it up again, build it up again, and then sold him, that's how, that's Kid Buu max potential. But I'm pretty sure we'll check it out, right? So that's produce, and then we transform again into Bukalo, right? Now doing 40,000 essentially every 6 seconds with a dang near 7,000 DPS. And a new passive, Spooky Ghost. Every 10 enemies killed by this unit summons in a basic summon for 70% of this unit's attack stat, which is so insane. That's really, really, really good. I want to see how much the summons are doing, because this might actually be more than Yamamoto. 28,000 HP for a summon? Oh yeah, this is really, compared to Yamamoto, it's more like quality over quantity, because Yamamoto has a lot of summons, but they're not the best of quality. So, and then we transform, there's another transformation. Oh, and there's one after that. So Bukalo, doing 48,000 every 6 seconds with an 8,000 DPS. That is so insane. New passive, Intelligence Gained, buffs all Dragon Sphere units in range by 10% attack and 30% crit rate. Stealth included is insane work. He is so strong. So if I put, let's just say, boom, I put that down. So he gains the buff for himself. And, well, I don't know why he hasn't gained it, because he's Dragon Sphere. Interesting. So, 30%. So all I have to do is place on Buu, and then the other Buu just gets boosted. That's actually really good. And then, and then we transform one more time into Buuhan, doing 53,000 every 6 seconds with an 8,000 DPS. And we switch back into this nice full big cone AoE. His damage did drop. I don't know if you noticed that. I'm pretty sure he went to from 62k. I may stand corrected. But yeah, that's really insane. He's 9,000 DPS, and the summons are going crazy. So I think for normal mode, seeing how we're on wave 13, and I've just been yapping this entire time, this would be the form that you want to keep him in. So Now, let's switch over to Kid Buu and see what he can do. So, we saw Buuhan now, right? And Kid Buu. Wow, that 5k, 5.9k off rip is so amazing. Let me actually read his passives out first. Evil Unleashed. Immune to status effects for every transformation this unit has had before being sold, gains a plus 20% damage. I'm pretty sure we did like, what, 6 transformations before? So he gets all 20% damage for everyone. Absolute Demon. Anytime this unit kills an enemy, they will immediately attack again on the location where that enemy was defeated. A 5-second local cooldown. Uncontrollable Evil. This unit always targets the highest HP enemy. When attacking the highest HP enemy, that enemy receives 30% more damage from Kid Buu. Wow. Wow, and he's full AoE. This is really, really nice. Everything about this is really clean. And then, if we upgrade him, his first upgrade is... Okay, so then he goes to Circle AoE doing like 10,000 with a 3,000 DPS. It's really, really nice. And then he goes again to this right here, Planet Buster. That's a big increase. He just went from 11,000 to 20,000. That's a 9k increase. How is Ant King on this map? I don't know. 20,000 damage with a 4,000 DPS. That's really, really nice. Upgrade 8. Oh my gosh, it's nice. And then when you max him out, oh my gosh, that's a big increase. He's doing, wow, okay, now there's Lord of Shadow on the map. He's doing 40,000 every 4.5. That's like 8.9 DPS, and I'm pretty sure my friend built it up, the passive up, so he's doing like 9.6. That's actually really clean. That's really, really clean. And I wonder if he's a cost-effective unit as well. Wow, this... Oh, wow. Wow. So, the way I would... I think the Sid might be the end of us. But the way I would build this is having one maxed out... Oh, I'm actually dead. Wow. One maxed out Buu, normal, just for the ghost. And then a Kid Buu on the side. That might be a lot to do, actually. I don't know. 600, let me just give myself a bit of yen. 600,000. How much does he take to max out? He took like 70,000. And then boom. Not enough gain stats. But like, you get the point. I can just go through these. And then produce, like, build this up. I think the way that you do this is building up Super Buu. And then, yeah. Oh my gosh, that's actually so clean. But yeah. This unit is actually really geeked. So now, what I'm going to do is actually go through, like, what would it look like with the 30% increase. And then we'll be right back and see how cracked out Kid Buu will be with that. So, I was able to fully max out his damage. So now if we sell him and max upgrade, he is doing a solid 40,000? Something's odd. Maybe I didn't do it right, but my friend did. He was able to get him to about 43,000, 45,000, with a 9,000 DPS on upgrade. If you put down this and then you max him out for the Buclo's passive, he's gonna get the 10% damage buff, which is actually gonna make it even better. So, what I do recommend is to keep him at the maxed out Buuhan form for normal raids and events. But if you do need a boss killer, definitely use Kid Buu in like dungeons, for ant dungeons and boss event type stuff. So yeah, that was Buu. That was a lot. He's really, really strong, as you can tell. Next up, Saber. Okay, so this is Saber, right? Obviously you already see this purple splotch around here, and I'm gonna explain her because she's actually very confusing to understand. So, there's a lot of rating coming up. All enemies within 70% of this unit range is slowed by 20%. Every unit placed by the same player without the name Sakura in it and has not been corrupted gains plus 15 SBA. For all enemies and units affected gains plus 5 damage up to was at 50%. Immune to status effects and debuffs. I'll explain to you what's going on in the background here. If a Sakura Angry Mew unit is placed anywhere, this unit will do an additional attack thanks to its SPA timer at 50% damage. Every additional attack increases range by 1% up to 30%. This additional attack will not be Dark Excalibur, but contributes to its build-up. Dark Excalibur. After every 5 attacks, this unit will switch to Dark Excalibur for an attack, plus 20 SPA, plus 100% damage, and plus 20% range, and inflicts burn for 35% damage over 6 seconds during Dark Excalibur, which is that ability that you saw earlier. This. So she's actually really cracked out, and she's like, it's actually insane. Oh, ooh, let me show you. So before her first upgrade, she's doing 8k. She does 4.8 on placement, which is insane to me. So this is actually really good with a 1000 DPS. This is nice. And then Desolation. She becomes Cone AoE before her next upgrade. Oop, a little too far, but 13k by her next upgrade where she's full AoE with a 14k DPS damage with a 2500 DPS. And then we go to 47,000. That's a 7,000 DPS that she has. Yes, you heard me right. 7,000 DPS. She's full AoE. 6.7 SBA. Then she pops this, geeks out, and then goes back down to 27,000 for a 4,000 SBA. Yeah, you really thought that was her normal DPS? Nope. But this 40,000, where she's doing 5,000 DPS maxed out, cone AoE. Well, no, circle AoE every 7 seconds essentially. And so yeah, if units are in her range, she does more damage. So if we just place a unit right here, she's just doing more damage off rip. And she does slow. And she also requires units to be in her range to be even stronger. And this circle, by the way, is her 70% range. If they stand in here, they get slowed, and she gets a damage increase, as you see there. But there is another character needed for her named Sakura, which makes her quite tricky to understand. Because Sakura gives her a buff, but Sakura doesn't attack. Sakura is placed anywhere she does an extra damage at 50%, which increases to the build up of this. So anytime, let's see, I place Sakura in the front, max Sakura out. Now she's doing that. See, this is this is my pre-Sakura. Sorry. Oop, out again. Upgrade her all the way. Yeah, her damage is pretty bad. She's level 1, don't worry about it. Bad stats as well. But yeah, so the way, wow, there's so much effects going on. The way she works is essentially what you want to do for her, because her corruption, essentially, when a unit gets placed in her range, she does a plus 15%. Sakura cleanses them, and I think she does a little extra. So you want a high DPS unit, and then you want a high SPA unit to get buffed, and then unbuff with Sakura to fully max out the potential. But yeah, you see how much Dark Excalibur is going on right now? That's literally just because I placed down Sakura, and it's making her do extra attacks. And the best thing you want on this would be for Sakura to actually have Blitz, so that she can attack more often, which means Salter attacks more often. So yeah, those are the 2 units. This video is going to be long, oh my gosh. But yeah, those are the 2 units. Yes, we're gonna get trait rerolls on well, mostly Buu, because Salter is just a secondary type unit. So we're going to do that, and if you can't get that, because I don't think you're going to, then that is going to be a next video. But yeah, so let's see if we could do a couple of those. I think I'll do like 20. If we can't do anything, then don't worry, trust you'll have good stats. Oh, and we have to do the ultimate sacrifice. So let's head back to lobby and then put that all on Sid, who is now a really busted unit. Actually, let's show him off real quick. Salter, you could dip out. Apologies. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Sid now. I just need him to swap real quick. So Lord of the Shadows right here, right? They changed his passive where now it's a full range bomb, so it attacks all over the map and increase it. The 50% damage that he does increases by 25% per swap up to 600, and it resets upon use, which is really, really strong. That means that I calculated it already. It takes 22 swaps to get to the 600%, right? So the 600%, and it still applies for the swaps. So once he does all those swaps and makes it to the 600%, he already has 22 swaps. So if you activated it from there, that is a 4 million bomb base. No like damage buffs or anything. Because right now, for me, he's just maxed out with full C plus stats and marksman. So 4 million bomb, right? just with that. So I think he will be really good for like dungeon and stuff like that. But yeah, that's probably what I would use it for. But anyways, let's head back, do the ultimate sacrifice on Sid, and then that's where I'll cap the video after I try to put 20 trait rules on Buu, and we'll see if we can get anything. Okay, so I am back, and I did a couple of boss events, and then I realized I made a whoopsie because I still had my weekly that I could have done. So I did that, 23 trait rerolls and absolutely nothing on Buu, which kind of sucks. But yeah, and then I got the I bought some trait rerolls, stat rerolls, and I got a kanji symbol on where's he at? Jogo right here. So we're gonna be using that next video. And I didn't do the sacrifice on Sid. Don't worry about it, alright? Cause I realized that I'm gonna use that kanji symbol for the next character that we unlock next week. So stay tuned for that. So that's where I'm gonna cap the video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Don't forget to join the Discord server down in the description. You know, it's just a chill hangout, play games, and that's where I post all the content as well. So yeah, quick recap before we end it though. We got Buu right today, level 58 with some pretty good stats. So did we also get Saber maxed out with some pretty nice stats as well, and we did the showcase for all of them. So with all that being said and done, AV the Legend out.